Now we're recording. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Baba's Interviews, Ingrid.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is for people who took unconventional career paths, and I would love to learn about more about your journey. Can we know about you?
Well, talking about an unconventional career path, I used to have a company with my sister, and from that I did study a little bit and got out of that company, and then I got bored during my study, so I started my own company because I still had clients from the old company of my sister and me. My sister went doing murals, and I did graphic design, so that's how it rolled. So that's kind of a little bit about how it started being an entrepreneur a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at the age of 19 that I started already. So
Very early age.
I kind of got into working for myself really early on.
Mm-hmm. So now we can say that you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I would consider myself that way, but sometimes I get impressed by all the people that are entrepreneurial. But yeah, at the same time, I do walk around really big companies and tell them what to do. So
Okay, great.
I guess I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay,
They must take me seriously,
Yay.
so I must take myself seriously more.
Okay, amazing. It's an honor to interview you about your entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah.
I want to ask about maybe we start with your education.
Mm-hmm.
What did you study, or if there is something prior to this that you want to mention, what happened and then what did you study?
Well, I basically studied graphic design at art school, and I always say that's the most like down-to-earth version of art school because I'm really kind of a down-to-earth person, but I really like art. But I like the merger of being communicative art.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the graphic design part.
When you say down to earth, does it mean like applied, or is it something like close to the human user side, or like why did you choose graphic design, not other, let me say, advertising? It can be also a way to do it.
Yeah, true. And there's a partially marketing and advertising in it. But it's also about finding ways to speak to an audience other than putting yourself in it. And I think that's the difference a little bit, because I'm not putting that much of myself in it. I'm just thinking about what other people would like more than an artist would do, because they put themselves in their artwork and what they want to say with it. And I'm not putting myself in it. I'm just putting what other people would like to see in it. So I think that's a little bit of the difference with it.
Yeah, I see. I wanted to ask us, maybe people would think about studying graphic design, and then what would be the good reason to do it?
True.
I understand. It's art is more personal thing, happiness. I see. Then what happened? That you had a mural business with your sister. How does that work?
Yeah, I did do, before the art school, I did do a graphic design, but then more like execution style. And art school is more about thinking further. So I had to expand myself. But I started the company within art school because I got bored, basically. Because school wasn't that interesting enough. And it's hard work, art school, true. But at the same time, I had some clients that were reliant on me because I had the company before with my sister. So there were clients asking for graphic design solutions, and my sister didn't do that anymore. So I was like, well, I'll just start my own company then and help them out. So that's kind of how I rolled into it. And eventually networking and spreading the word. I always didn't make a secret about me doing this. So then eventually I got more clients and more jobs.
I'm sure that there's many great things that you did along your journey, but I want to ask about something that was special to your journey, that was, this was a good project that in your milestone. That do you remember such a project that was really, I did something, it was my stepping stone or milestone, checkpoints kind of project that you really dear to your heart?
I think also just the first client that I got by my own, you know, because I was reliant on the clients from my sister, and then after that I scored a client on my own, and it was a big one, and I got like because I did part-time job before just to fund my own company. And then eventually there was a time when I got a big company, a big bank.
Yeah.
A big bank hired me and they paid me big bucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is the big deal. I need to be doing something. So I quit my job part-time and just made the decision to really start full-time my own job. And that was like the turning point of being an entrepreneur, because the mindset was changed already. I was like, okay, now I'm a big boss,
Yeah.
you know, and I had to feel and act like that. So because it also was a big company that hired me, so I was like, I need to take this seriously. So that was the turning point. That big company and client that I took by myself, that was like, oh my
a
gosh.
proud moment.
Yeah, a proud
Great.
moment. Yeah.
I'm really happy to hear about
Yeah.
what happens afterwards, let's say, towards then and to here? What are you working on right now? What are you building right now?
When I'm
It's a quiet job, so what happened in between, I don't know. But what are you working on right now?
I always have inspiring clients, and I always like to have different type of clients, because I think when I have different type of clients, I grow by myself also. So I worked in logistics and construction, and now I'm working with animal welfare, and that's kind of dear to my heart. So I have a client in animal welfare, so it feels like that's really good to do. But yeah, what I'm mainly working on is the shift of am I my company, or is my company on its own a company? Am I gonna grow it and hire people? Because now I work with freelancers. So I'm in that turning point of, am I going to take it a next level? Yeah, and hire people? Am I ready to do that? Or maybe I just wanna be as it is, because there's a lot of clients that are like working with me because of who I am. And if I tell them there's other people working on their stuff, then they're like, huh, but I'm working with you. So I like to break that cycle, but I'm not sure if that's a cycle to be broken.
Really interesting. The thing right now, what you created, your company is on your personal brand. That like you have a vision that really conducted to your client very well, then it might mix things up. Interesting, okay.
Yeah, but it's also personality, because they like me, because I talk to CEOs the same way I would talk to you, or you know, or any employee or someone working in a store. You know, I talk the same because, and that's what CEOs really like about me. I'm really honest to them. If they're doing a crappy job, I'm gonna say you're doing a crappy job. It doesn't matter to me if you're a CEO or not. And that kind of refreshing to them, because they work at a company and people look up to them, and they're a little bit sucking up to them sometimes to get.
You're really smart. You save us every day.
Yes, I love what you're doing, and the plan and the vision. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't love what you're doing. You're doing a crappy job. And then they're like, wait a minute, who's this chick doing that? And then I'm like, yeah, you need to be told that. And of course, there's people surrounded. You're surrounded by people that are not going to tell you that, because they feel they're reliant on them giving you money.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. The dynamics is really interesting. Actually, in the Netherlands, people are not really hierarchical. I really enjoy this. Like, people can talk eye to eye.
Yeah.
Now you're working on this, and then I'm too structured right now. So what are you building for your future self? I have a question. And then I realized I need to take my bag and come here, because there is something surprise inside. Okay, yes, now I can focus better.
Good. No.
Thank you. I want to ask about what are you building for your future self? You replied a little bit about that, should I have my company's different ways of creating. But I want to ask about, like, AI is changing the world, and also that it affects you as a person. One person can do a lot of things more, and then, like, how do you see that it is happening?
Well, not personally. I can get there too, but from company-wise, because I grew my company from marketing, I experienced. I also was educated in AI and practices in marketing, but I did that part-time. So I found that a lot of companies that are working with third-party data from reliance on their campaigns that didn't see that the third-party data was valuable anymore. So they wanted to check if they can use first-party data, the data they own already, to make better marketing. So that's where I stepped in to do k-means clustering and clustering models by using their first-party data to make cluster segmentations for their client data to optimize their marketing efforts for target audiences. And usually you use third-party data for that. But now companies are asking, can we use first-party data because of the privacy laws and no more third-party data that are really valuable to use.
But is it a better place to find you on internet? Like your company has a website, or to reach out to people on LinkedIn? How is it better to find you?
Social media, I'm everywhere. So.
Okay, great. I know that you have a campaign also on Instagram, but also but for maybe different kind of audiences about that.
Yeah.
So like a creator site then.
Yeah, I think so also, but there's not a lot of people I met on Instagram. It's a different audience because on Instagram I connect to entrepreneurs like you, like other people that have companies. and inspiring other people and inspiring, finding inspiration. So that's what I use Instagram for. But LinkedIn is really professional and where I find my clients. So that's my main platform. But also I took my company website and also my personal website and I separated it.
Okay.
Because I want to also be a person that people want to hire as a professional because of the part that I explained about companies hire me for me. So I was like, okay, then do I put my company first or do I put my personality first? Because apparently my personality is something companies and CEOs really like. So
what's the company's name at this moment in 2025?
Think Red.
Think Red.
Because of the hair.
Yes.
This is in my mind, so my creative mind is Think Red.
Yay.
Yeah.
Great. Now I have my final question, that it will be a little bit surprise.
Oh.
Since it's Bubbles interviews, I have bubbles. Please take one. There is red inside. Great.
Oh, cool.
So we make bubbles, and I ask my last question.
Yeah.
Unless if I think about a good question that I should be knowing the answer. We make some bubbles, and I ask some questions. So, do you remember when you were a child? People ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? There's too much winter today.
Yeah. Yours are good.
I'm professional bubble maker.
Oh yeah, you're an expert here.
So, do you remember what did you wanted to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a vet.
Ah. Okay.
Because I like animals so much. That's why I like the client with the animal welfare at the moment so much.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I wanted to become a vet. Yeah.
Maybe this is all the last question, but if a person who tries to start their own thing, what would be a good thing to do it? Do you have an advice to people who would
consider that?
Yes.
Yeah,
everyone's journey is really unique, but they can learn about your learning.
True. I had it relatively easy because I had clients from my sister. But I think the main thing that you need to be accounting for is make a little bit of savings for yourself. That's what I did. I did partially in employment. So I did a little saving to have a little bit of a buffer space to mess around, and find my type of clients and find my way of working. So if I didn't have a client for 3 months, then I was fine because I had the money saved to just mess around and find my clients. Yeah. So I think that's the best advice I can give them. Don't just start with nothing. Find either an investment or make it your own. Make your own money a little bit and then save up and start.
It gives you also the, I would say, luxury to say no. That okay, you're not aligned, see you.
Yeah. And that's also a luxury that I really like, exactly, because I can say no, because I don't rely on it at the moment, because I always
Yeah.
build that buffer.
I love it.
So it's fine. So I find my clients and they don't find me. I'm like, meh, I don't really align with their mission. So goodbye. You will find another one.
I see. That also creates a very strong foundation, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you
Have
for
a
this
nice day.
conversation.
Bye.